Why men don't open up and what you can do about it. All right, sugar, let's pick up where we left off last week. Remember when we talked about what you really bring to a relationship? Well, today we're talking about something that'll test every ounce of that self-awareness. Why men don't open up to their women. Now, before you start thinking, oh, Aunt Corey, my man's different, he tells me everything, let me just say, bless your heart. For most women, there's a whole universe swirling inside their man's head that never makes it out his mouth. And it's not because he doesn't trust you as a person, it's because life, culture, and sometimes you, sugar, have taught him to zip it. First up, past hurt. Somewhere along the line, a lot of men learned the hard way that vulnerability can be dangerous. Maybe it was a parent who mocked his tears, a coach who called him weak, or a first love who betrayed him. That emotional bruise sticks, and when he's weighing whether to share something with you, he's remembering the times he did open up, and it got used against him like a weapon. Men carry that scar tissue differently than women. You might talk it out. He locks it in a vault. Reason 2, lack of role models. Second, a lack of role models. Most men weren't shown what healthy emotional expression looks like. Maybe their dad didn't talk about feelings unless it was to say, man up. Maybe their uncles thought opening up meant buying another round of beers. If all you've ever seen is silence or sarcasm in place of honesty, it's hard to be the guy who breaks that cycle without a little guidance. Reason 3, women throwing it back in their face. Third, and I know this one's gonna sting, some women throw it back in their face. And sugar, nothing will make a man shut down faster than being vulnerable and then having that same confession pop up in the next fight like an unwanted house guest. You might not mean it cruelly, but when emotions get heated, that little grenade gets lobbed. He sees it as proof. Yep, I was right not to share. And next time, he won't. Now here's where last week's talk comes in. If you don't know what you truly bring to a relationship, you might think you're the safe space when you're actually the storm. Emotional safety isn't about what you say you'll do, it's about how you consistently react. If you bring patience, curiosity, and grace, he might just test the waters. But if you bring judgment, mockery, or I'll remember that for later, he's going back into his cave and locking the door. Book recommendations with insights. Before I go, sugar. Here's a taste of today's book recommendations. Let me know which one resonates with you, or if you have a gem I should know about, drop it in the comments. And remember, I'm always open to answering your questions. 1. Hold Me Tight, Dr. Sue Johnson. Love is an emotional bond, not a transaction. Secure relationships come from feeling safe, not keeping score. Conflict is often a cry for connection. Arguments can be a sign someone's desperate to be heard. You can repair emotional damage. With trust-building moments, even the most shut-down partner can open. Value. This one's like learning the emotional alphabet. You finally see what's really behind the silence. 2. The Way of the Superior Man. David Deida. Purpose comes before intimacy. A man at odds with his mission will struggle in love. Feminine energy responds to presence. Being truly there matters more than solving everything. Growth is a masculine responsibility. He must keep evolving, or the relationship stagnates. Value. It's a handbook for men who want depth and for women who want to understand that depth. 3. Daring Greatly. Brene Brown. Vulnerability is strength. Opening up takes courage, not weakness. Shame kills connection. The fastest way to shut someone down is to make them feel less than. Wholehearted living requires risk. You can't protect yourself from pain and expect love to thrive. Value. This one is a truth serum for the soul. It'll have you rethinking how you show up for your partner. So sugar, if you want your man to open up, here's the short list. 1. Be consistent. 2. Listen without fixing. 3. Protect his trust like it's gold. Now tell me in the comments, which book are you picking up first? And if you've got a recommendation of your own, I'm all ears. And listen, if you enjoyed this, hit like, share it with a friend who needs it, and subscribe. We've only got 2 valid watch hours so far this month. And honey, we can do better than that.